Hello, boys and girls. In this video, I will be doing today's math lesson with you. We are talking about number patterns all the way up to 120. So far this week, we've been talking about place value. We know we have a ones place, a tens place, a hundreds place. I even showed you how we could go on to have a thousands place, a 10,000s, a 100,000s, and so on and so forth. Each time we get another digit, it adds another place to our place value. When we're talking about hundreds, we have 3 digits, so there are 3 different place values in our hundreds numbers. So this is what we call a 120 chart. The reason that we call it a 120 chart is because it's a chart of numbers, and there are how many numbers, Dominic?
A
120. It's not a trick question. There's 120 numbers. It's a 120 chart. So each row shows one more. So I'm here. I go 1 more is 2. 1 more is 3. 1 more is 4. 1 more is 5. 1 more is 6. I could jump on right here. 61. 1 more is 62. 1 more is 63. 1 more is 64. 1 more is 65. Anytime I'm moving back and forth, I'm either getting bigger or smaller by 1. Jacob, anytime I'm moving up or down, I'm growing by 10. So I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. I could jump on anywhere in this chart. I could jump on at 5. Here I have 5. Here I have 1 10 and 5 ones. Here I have 2 10s and 5 ones, 3 10s and 5 ones, 4 10s and 5 ones, 5 10s and 5 ones. Do you see how that works? So going up and down, they either add or take away a 10. And going left to right, they add or take away a 1. Capiche? All right, so let's now look at the practice area. It says use your 100 chart to help you write the answers that make the sentence true. So the pattern 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85. It says how much more is each number? So what are these numbers growing by? I started with 5, and now I have a 10 and a 5. Now I have 2 10s and a 5, 3 10s and a 5, 4 10s and a 5, 5 10s and a 5, 6 10s and a 5, 7 10s and a 5, 8 10s and a 5, and it keeps going. 9 10s and a 5, 10 10s and a 5, 11 10s and a 5. What is it growing by? Connor?
5. 10.
We're growing by 10, right? We're adding a 10 each time. So each number is 10 more than the one before it. So go ahead, and that's the number 10. They put a little dash and wrote the word more. So it says 115 is a 10 more. This is a 10 more pattern, okay? Now go ahead and turn your page here. And it says use your 100 chart to help you complete the pattern. We've got 100, 99, 98, 97. Let's find the pattern. We have 9 10s and 9 1s, 9 10s and 8 1s, 9 10s and 7 1s. What would our next number be? Johnny? 9 10s and 6 1s. What would our next number be, Isaac?
97.
We already had 97, then we did 96. Now we'd be at 90. We're getting smaller. Do you see how they're getting smaller? 9, 8, 7, 6. So this one should be a 5. There you go. You got to look for the pattern. We do a lot of those patterning ones in our morning work when we do our simple solutions. So you guys are pretty used to doing those. Now it says here, write the missing numbers, and we can use the chart to help us. So here we have 56, and they put 57 in there to help us. So we have 56, 57, 58. What would come next in this box, Sage? 59. You got it. And kind of like a crossword puzzle, like we did our crosswords yesterday. We have 47, 57. What would the next number be, Camila?
58.
Oh, not 58. Look at the pattern. We have 4, 7, 5, 7. What would the next number be, Camila? 6, 7. Good job. Remember, when we move up and down, we change the 10 When we move left to right, we change the 1. Faith, let's take a look at number 4. All right, sweetheart? So we're moving left to right. We have 23. What would be next? 24. Now, Faith, we're going to move down. So now we're not going by 1s. We're going by 10s. So we have 25. What would the next one be? 35. Good job. I could literally see the light bulbs going off in your head. And then after 35, what would come next? 45. Excellent. Boys and girls, I'm so proud of you. All right, let's read about our friend Emily. Emily, why don't you work us through this one since it's your name, okay? It says Emily has 14 bunches of celery. Here's your celery, Emily. Do you like celery, Emily? Yeah? Excellent. She gets 10 more. So you've got 14, but you're about to get 10 more, you lucky duck. So how many does she have then? Okay. 24. Good job. So what Emily did was she said she knows that 14 is 1 10 and 4 ones. So she knows that if she adds another 10, she'll have 2 10s and 4 ones. So Emily will have 24 bunches of celery. So it says find 24 on the number chart. Look at the number below it. That number is 10 more than 14, I guess. I don't know. That's confusing. Just do that. Sometimes these books are confusing for teachers. I don't know how they expect kids to do it. All right. Right now, we're going to go to the top of the next page. We're looking here. They're showing us the 120 chart again. This is just to lock it in our brains. And looking here, number 1, Isaac, would you do the 10 less pattern for us? We'll find the right page then. Ava June, would you do the 10 less pattern for us? We have 120, 110, 100. What's 10 less than 100? You can use the chart. Look at 120, 110, 100. What would come next? 90. And then what?
80.
And then what?
70.
Good job. Good job. Make sure you fill that in. And then 60, 50, 40. You got it. Emma, let's find 55 on the number chart. Here's 55, and they want you to go 56, 57. What would come next? 58. And then what? And after 59 would be, if all else fails, start at the beginning and say it. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. What comes after 59? 60. Good job. I think you confused yourself. Noah, we're going to do a 10 more pattern. 90, 100, 110. What would come next? I've got 110. What would be after 110? 100 and everybody? 20. And then 130. You know probably why. Because they probably realize that this one goes off of the 120 chart, huh? All right. Your page is different. I imagine at home your pages might be different too. So don't worry about number 3. What about number 4? Is that the same?
Yes.
All right. So Noah, let's do that one. It's a one less pattern. 86, 85, 84. Good job. All right, turn to the back of that. We're on page 268 now. Let's fill in the missing numbers. Ready, Blake? We have 81, 82, 83, 84. What would come next? 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. What would come next? 95. 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. What would come next after 100? Camila? 101. Good job. And then 102. And then 103. And then 104. Thank you, Austin. And then 105. Thank you, Emma. And then 100 and? You've got it. And then 100 and? And then 100 and? And then 109. And then 110. Well, it's up there, friends.
111, 112,
85, 95, 105, 115. Go ahead and get those filled in. Take your time. It's up there. But while you're taking your time on that, I'm going to go over this one, and then we'll be all done with math, okay?
Yay.
It says Joel has 112 pencils. Preston has 10 less. So how many pencils does Preston have? Let's think about it like this. Joel has 100, 110, and 2 ones, right? That's 112. Preston has 10 less. So if I take away a 10, now I have 100, 0 tens, and 2 ones. So how many does Preston have? Drew?
102.
102. Good job. So you find 112 on the chart, and the number above it is 10 less. So Preston has 102 pencils. Good job. All right, boys and girls, we will continue working on our place value next week. We will have a test next Friday, so we still have a whole other week to practice and go over these numbers. I hope that this was an easy and fun lesson for you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, friends at home.
Bye.